Hello, lovely Leos. I hope you're doing beautiful for the start of May 2019. I am here to bring you your monthly reading. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to subscribe, I will set you up with a free reading. And you can just email me or put it in the comments below. If you are returning, you're so awesome. Thank you so much for all of your support, guys. It means so much to me. Also, for those of you who are new, my name is Kristen. I'm a metaphysical healer and a psychic guide. And I am so happy to be able to bring this to you in this, well, sort of cloudy day. It's pretty anyway. There is a hummingbird that is flying around. They've come back into the community here. And as you can hear, that's that little whistling going on in the background there. All right, guys. Oh, my Leos. All right, we're going to look at what you need to take a look at as far as what your main focus needs to be this month. Any obstacles that are going to be kind of in your way or that you need to be aware of, as well as action you need to take and some advice. Okay. Now, when I was meditating on your reading, I did pull some chakra cards, and I went through the crystal cards to kind of see, where things are at for you. And in the music shuffle, the song that came up was "All the Pretty Girls" by Kaleo. And it's kind of a sad song when I was looking at the lyrics, because it's really about, being all about a person, and everybody's all about them, and they've got all this attention, and all, there's just all these options for this person, and, you kind of put everything out there, and you didn't really get, the recognition that you were looking for. And it's kind of like this, well, when are you going to put that down and focus on me, is kind of the energy. And it's kind of sad energy. That's kind of what I've had for you guys for a couple months. But really, what I'm also picking up with the other cards that I got was that you are actually in a position of healing, because you're addressing this. You're evaluating all of these emotions and feelings, and you're bringing it all to the surface, and asking these questions so that you can move on from it, is really what you're looking at and looking for. The cards that came out for you, bohea stones, interesting, I've never heard of that, but balance, okay, and grounding, and these look very similar with colors. This is the crown chakra, okay, and this is about balance. And so balancing your crown chakra, balancing yourself, and which kind of goes with the next two cards, is your inner child and truth. Balancing your true self with your truth and who you are and what's happened in the past, what it all means, and what to do about it going forward. That is the focus of this month. And because we're in Jupiter retrograde, it's a beautiful opportunity to just use this energy and allow yourself to, based in the opportunities that are available to you. Even though you're in this energy, you're going to be coming out of this. I can already see that it's going to get better for you within the month, as far as this, kind of what happened to me, in this relationship, feeling. It's going to all start making sense. The more you're evaluating it and you're thinking about all of these things, the more it's going to come into a make sense type of a position for you. And you're just going to heal right through it. And it's just, all of it's just going to start getting lighter and lighter, and it's just going to start, all the dots are connecting. And the more you balance and ground yourself and meditate on the truth of all of this, of all of it, this month is about bringing you out of that. Okay, it's using that energy to come out of this. You start the month off already analyzing how to get out of this energy. With the Five of Cups in reverse, okay, this is generally about being in a sadness and being at a loss, and why. And the last month, or the last reading I did for you for April, this was the key picture here, was feeling that loss and wondering why this was happening, what's going on. In this month, it's in the reverse. So you're coming out of that energy and more thinking about opportunities. That's Jupiter helping you out with that. You're looking around, you're seeing some light, you've gotten like some communication, a little bit of closure. I feel like maybe not all that you wanted. It's definitely not all that you wanted, but it was something that gave you a direction. And once you got through the emotional state of that direction, then you're taking on a whole nother energy here, and this is a lot of Jupiter helping you just rise above that and find some enthusiasm in your life, to look at the opportunities around you. Okay, this is the opening message in your overall energy, okay, is coming out of this book. Now, the main focus is the Knight of Pentacles. So I still see that you're kind of holding on a little bit to this this person or the situation, especially with the song being with what it was with all the pretty girls. I think in the back of your mind, the biggest part is if you are letting go of somebody or of a situation, the hardest part is all of the underlying questions, you know, all of those egotistical questions like, well, what if somebody else gets the opportunity, and what about the apology, and what about the weight that has happened, or what about all of the energy I put into it. And I see that you're going through all of those questions this month, and you're being very honest about why you're in the position you're in, or even if it's not analyzing why, it's just coming to terms with it, okay? And I think you're exhausted from actually analyzing why. You're just ready to come to terms with things and to move forward, because there's some really interesting things coming for you, and I think you're starting to feel that, and the underlying energy of this fire that wants to really burn a lot brighter is starting to take the, oh, look at that, oh my God, that's crazy. Look at this picture. I swear to God, I did not see this picture. That's really crazy. Anyway, this fire is starting to weigh out the emotions. Maybe it was just subconsciously in my mind. I've never actually realized or put much thought into that that's what the picture was, but that's truly the image I had in my mind. Your fire is now getting brighter than those emotions. Okay, you're feeling that the universe is helping you feel what's actually coming for you, needs your attention, and so they're like, get over all that. Okay, and that's what you're already feeling that truth. I love that. This is why I do what I do. I really enjoy the synchronicities of just truth in matters. It just helps people. That's what I do. I was a counselor for a long time for kids, and I really enjoy finding the truth of situations. Speaking of which, you've got, for the obstacle, is the faith card, or the Hierophant. All about finding truth, right? And trust, and spiritual acceptance in whatever is going on, okay? You are spiritually accepting that what comes into our lives is very much a sign that there is something there, and whether it's coming in or it's leaving, it's a sign that there is a bigger there's a bigger space that's coming into place that you need to move into. You need to find your own way and find your own tribe and belonging in whatever your ultimate desires are. And you're really reevaluating this and really putting it all into very, very good perspective of exactly what that looks like. It's almost like you're putting up this order of this perfection, right? It's kind of still a little bit of a quiet voice in the back of your mind just because of it you've been going through, but nonetheless, it is there and it is happening. As you're moving through what you didn't like in the past, you're putting together an order of what you do like. And that's what you get. You wind up getting something that's an upgrade every time. As long as you're balanced, you're moving through this course and this journey productively, even if it's painful. Of course it's painful sometimes, but as long as it's productive, you're absolutely moving towards the upgrades, okay? Now you've got the Eight of Pentacles and the opportunity that's coming, or the outcome here. And this is about, really looking at where you've come from and how far you've put your skills and your efforts and the things that you've learned and all of your lessons. And again, you're developing what you want your outcome to look like in the future here. Very, very slowly, okay? These both are slow energies as far as your main focus and your outcome, but they coincide very well. It's bringing forth an upgrade. Skills that are put to use. The energy and focus that you've put out that need retribution or reciprocity. Yeah. So, but they're slow-moving energies. So these are things that are not happening necessarily incredibly fast, and I don't think you're wanting them to. Okay, the action to take care is not to do that. Is to not take, super quick action. It's to be, it's to be unwilling to be told by anybody else or by any emotion that is not truthful to you. You're unwilling to make that your reality, okay? And the goal here is to find a way to persevere and to find your inner strength, okay? Your inner truth and the balance of doing exactly that. This is your action that you need to take. Don't be hasty, okay? You want to be discreet, but you don't want to put yourself in a position where you are just so uncertain that you don't take a step forward, or that you just kind of exhaust yourself from the situation before trying. That's one thing you need to be very cautious of, okay? That's the action to take, is definitely don't retire yourself from it, okay? You need to be strong in this, but let this fire continue to grow at a steady pace, okay? It doesn't need to come full force. Let it come at a steady pace, okay? And I feel like the message here is that you've got something very eager, a person, an opportunity. I feel like it's a person. It's very eager to get your attention. And whether you even know them or not, right now or not, the energies, the higher selves are talking. And they're really ready for you to to finish putting all of these pieces together to where you can move forward. And it takes time to move past any kind of change or separation or anything like that. But the King of Wands is an eager energy. It's wanting to take control of the situation. It's a very creative energy that allows for things to move forward in like a very, very controlled but very steady flow, okay? Almost kind of quick like. And so things are going to be coming quickly is what I'm seeing. Things are going to be unfolding rather quickly. Take your time and allow things to just kind of develop and cope through your truth and the truths of where you've come from, the situations that you've come out of, the emotions that were attached to that, and go back and do your soul journal and write out all the things that who you are and what you're about and where you're going and why and who you want and all of those things. I spent months doing that myself, and it was so needed, because those are things that help us get through some of these deeper situations. So I see this month as a bit of some introspection, but I don't see you like up in your head or feeling anything. You're very optimistic and you're very steady flowing, and I love that energy for you, Leo, especially from the past few months. This is a fantastic place to be in. You're utilizing Jupiter very well. The energies are bringing forward some very good things, and I see some really spicy stuff happening for you if you just go with the flow, guys, and let it pan out, okay? Do your healing and let this just take your mind off of all the pretty girls and get it back onto this sexy guy that apparently, or sexy gal who wants your attention, okay? Let off the pretty girls, pretty guys, okay? Get your mind back in the game here, because you got some cool stuff happening. All right, keep an eye out for your love readings, your financial readings, and then I'm going to have your 6-month forecast as well, guys, all right? I will see you for your next reading. Bye, Leos.